talk about. So the Nest came to us at some point. What do you want to say about the Nest?
So the Nest, this has got to be probably one of the most common ones out there. I don't know if it's I don't have any statistics or anything, but it just seems like, it's just so nicely designed. It works so well. And the only real negative thing I'd say about this one is it is a Google product, and Google is taking away support from, Google wants you to be in their ecosystem only. So like they took away if this then that support. So like, we're getting into some automation, like voice automation of the homes. But what's really cool, like I said earlier, if motion is detected at your Ring door or your doorbell, with if this then that, they'll turn on lights. Same thing goes with the AC. If the AC if it gets warm in your house, they'll start kicking on fans automatically to kind of cool the space down, which is cool. But again, Google's taken away if this then that support, so you won't be able to do that anymore if you're just now buying one. But it works really good. It does link up to Alexa. You're able to tell what the temperature is in your house. You're able to turn the AC down. And that's about all that I've been able to do with it. Of course, all these have apps that you can download, and when you're away from home, you can control your devices, see what they're doing, which is nice. But it works really well. It does exactly what you're expecting it to do, and heat, cool. I did have some issues installing it. You definitely want to go through the instructions. The big thing is making sure whether you have a heat pump or whatever, heat strips. That was the big issue I had. I had one wire mixed up, which caused it not to work properly. But other than that, it's worked very well.
Yeah, and this guy has a lot of knowledge, so it would make his day, it would make my day if y'all do, if you have questions. I'm pretty speedy in responding, at least a day or so. To take me time to get the mess, I'll grab the comment and I'll get it to him, and it'll take him time to give me the answer to respond. But it would be exciting if you commented, and we're happy to help with all the nitty-gritty details of making this happen. So and even maybe we can respond in words, or maybe we can just do a full-blown video dedicated to that question. So the comments are kind of what helps and guides and leads where we should go and what people want to know. So we'll start with this one because it's the smaller box. So this is the last purchase you made. And one thing I want to say before you dig into this one, I don't know if you can see that far on the screen, but so again, we did not go out and buy all of these things at one time. It is things that we were building just slowly over time, and through gifts, and through whether it's a birthday or a Christmas gift or something for him, or even my parents have surprised us with different things. And and then the other thing to use is the Humana Go 365 app. We keep track of our steps, and another thing that AJ has delved into and figured all out. And he'll even pick up my phone and make sure my steps are going over to Humana Go 365. And so the district that I used to work in as a teacher is the same district that he also works in. So I'm still on that same teacher Humana insurance because I'm using that insurance through him. So if you happen to be somebody that's watching that personally knows us, if you're a teacher I've taught with, or a teacher that I just know you and you teach within the same district, you can ask us further questions about that. Maybe we should dedicate a whole video to that, because that has been a great thing that he has used as those points come through, and you're making Amazon purchases with it,
right? Yeah, you can do
Amazon,
Amazon, Best Buy. There's gift cards to Target, and it's a nice thing. Plus, it keeps you healthy. So yeah,
so go as we sit on our couch and ask all of our lights to come on
instead of getting up and flipping the switch anymore.
So I don't know if that's but whatever. That is partly a way, of how maybe we shouldn't have said that, of how these things have been funded as well. So. Anyways, but to talk about this one, this is the last purchase, and it actually was purchased through Go 365.
Now, and I got it from Best Buy. It was actually on sale. I think it had a Black Friday sale. It's normally $189. So the Philips lights, they're very pricey, but for the quality and everything you get, they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I didn't pay nowhere near that. They had these on sale. I think Black Friday they had them on sale for $129, but I saw them Best Buy recently for $100. And if you don't know much about the Philips Hue Lights, the bulbs themselves, the colored bulbs, are like $50 a piece. The dimmer switches are like $25. You have to have a hub, unless you get the Bluetooth speakers, which these are I guess these are the 3rd generation or 3.0. They have Bluetooth and the hub compatibility. So it's this kit here actually had 3 lights, the dimmer switch, and a hub, and all that for like $100. But I saw the sale was just taken down, so that was like a really good deal for this thing. And the lights are really cool because you can change all the colors, and we put them in our kids' rooms just because, you know, I thought it'd be fun for them doing.
And they love it.
The pink and the blue.
It's like,
and,
like often like they're in there like they think it's like party mode or whatever.
And these are compatible with pretty much everybody. They're gonna work with Amazon. They're gonna work with Apple, Google, Nest. It says smart things. So when I say Apple, like you can actually do, you know, Siri control and that, which most of these devices here, none of these are going to work with Siri except for this one right here. But these are actually really cool. And of course, you know, you don't have to get the colored bulbs. There's bulbs out there that are a lot less expensive for the Philips Hues. And they're like, I think they start off at like $15, but they got strip lighting. I mean, the Philips Hues are really cool, especially the colors. I think that's just really, really cool that you can do all that stuff. And
so my question when you bought them, of course, was like, well, how long are these things gonna last? Like, are we
Yeah.
gonna have to keep rebuying them and rebuying them? I'm always thinking about the money,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. So
well, like
you said it had like what, some
Yeah.
50? Is that it? 50,000 times,
No.
or what was that?
So like any electronic, you know, it could fail. Just, you know, you might have some that last a long time. You're always gonna have a failure rate. But these bulbs, they're on off. They say 50,000 times. That means you can hit the switch 50,000 times, and you know they should last that long, or 25,000 hours. And they do say instant on, which they are pretty much instant on. So there's different ways to set these up too. You can set them up if you lose power that they come back on automatically. You can set it up to where, you know, they don't. They do work off of you know, voice automation through your Amazon device, or you can do the wall switch and just have them as a regular device too, or do both, you know. Of course, so if you have the power off and you're trying to control by your Amazon device or smart assistant, they're not going to be able to turn on if the power's off. So, but other than that, you know, it's very cool. I still got a lot more to learn about them. I just started playing and tinkering around with these the other day, so.
And maybe we should do like a follow-up video, hopefully way down the road, like how, like maybe that these things are still going and they're still working, because it's January 2020. So right now we'll be able to document like we've started right now and how long are these things actually going to last, and kind of like how that goes with us. But
I'm sure these bulbs have been out for, Philips Hue has been one of the first, I believe the first companies that kind of entered the smart lighting arena, and you know, you read all their reviews, they've got very solid reviews, you know.
yeah, and you always get, I think it's so fun how excited you get about all of this stuff, because, and I get the excitement, because it's like it's a little bit, it can be a little bit of a challenge, but then when you figure it out and you get everything working, it's like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. Like here's, like, I like telling stories, so, and because there are like certain things that have happened where, you know, because I'm like all in on the smart home thing. Like I said at the beginning, I was not, and he's been doing so many different things that I'm like, okay, this is really cool. Like one night I thought I heard a noise, and you said like, Alexa, turn on all the lights, and the whole house just went shoom, and it was like, you know, like a Christmas tree, like the whole house, the Christmas tree came on, and then everything, like every light in the house, and it was like, whoa, like that is so cool. Like it's just things like that and then like, so this is like when you got these, I had come home, I don't get pedicures often, but it was like a very special, like it was a Christmas gift pedicure, and I came home and my feet were all like, my toes were all like pink and sparkly,
pink, yeah.
And you were like, oh, well I have something on that note, I have something to show you. So I went in, and he had like the kids' bedroom like all lit up pink, and was just so excited about it and stuff. So it is like it's exciting to figure it out, and then once you like realize how much it changes like the routine and things in your house. It's really cool.
Yeah, and speaking of routines, like one thing with Amazon, you can create like good night routines where they'll turn all your devices off or do set things that you want to do. You know, that way you don't have to go around switch all your lights off. You know, it's of course, you know, maybe it's more healthy if you do that, but it's
Yeah,
so much
whatever.
cooler just to say
It is very
good night.
cool.
And-
It is cool, and it's
Yeah.
like I even said, because I'm like, well, what else can I get smart around here? I'm like, man, like another routine is like shutting the blinds every night. I mean, there are certain things that we do in our lives that just are little like time
Yeah.
suckers, you know. And so, and then you're like, oh, they have smart blinds, which I don't think
do.
we're gonna do that quite
Not
yet.
not
but-
yet, no,
so-
but it's definitely in the future.
Yeah.
At some point, it might not be next year, but
Yeah,
I
it is
could-
cool.
I
It
could
is
see us
cool,
having some
but-
smart blinds.